Hey guys, thank you guys so much for checking out the Friendly Fire podcast. If you go down below in the description of this video, there's going to be a link to my email list. If you sign up for my email list, I'll only send you email when I'm in your town doing stand-up comedy, and I'll also give you a free sticker. So check it out. There it is, baby. We're live, dude. Look at that, dude. Doing the thing. Well, I'm here today with Casey Rocket, dude. Thanks for coming.
Happy to be here, Josh. Thanks for having me.
What do you have? What is this list that you have here?
I do the William Montgomery Podcast every week, and I made a list of some of the music festivals I'm looking forward to this year, but I forgot to say it on the podcast.
Let's get it out then. Let's do this. Let's do this.
Just start cold open. These are some of the best music festivals I'm looking forward to this year, and Chapel Roan will be at every one. Number 1, Stench Month. So Stench Month is a stinky month starring the stars of Meerkat Manor will be there, all the meerkats. Also, another festival is Surveyor's Respite. So it's all the land surveyors from around the country get 1 week off. It's like spring break, but for land surveyors. Number 3, the Festival of the Martyr St. Francis. So this is like a Catholic Church music festival. Mass all day. Mass and ass is the tagline. Barstool Sports presents the favelas of Rio de Janeiro. So this is all the slums of Rio for 1 year. They fly them out to New York for a penthouse party with Shaq doing a special DJ set.
The Shaq cameo is
Shaq
crazy.
Cameo. Yeah, they had to pay him so many quid. 100 quid. Pawn Stars in Florence Supermax Prison. So that's the place where Ted Kaczynski was. One of two Supermax prisons in America. And for one night only, they let all the doors open. And everyone gets to kind of like have a little rave. And Shaq will be at that one too. Death Race. They're bringing it back. The Jason Statham vehicle, the 10th anniversary of Death Race.
That movie was so bad.
So bad. Oh, my God.
That's so funny.
I watched it again recently. Yeah, it's such an outrageous concept where...
What if we give 100 prisoners fast cause?
And everybody's like, all right. Yeah,
All
like
right.
everybody was just
Yeah.
like, oh, this is something that happens. There's like death races in America.
yeah. Like the concept is so dog shit.
Yeah. Oh, it's a terrible concept.
They just are like, I don't think Fast and the Furious is doing enough with this market.
We got a machine gun on it.
We got a machine gun on it, and this guy's like fucking crazy guy. This guy's crazy.
And it just so happens he's the best driver. Like, what are the odds?
Yeah.
What are the odds of
Yeah,
that?
the most sociopathic man, and he's like in there for like murdering like 20. But the backstory's like there's a positive spin on it. He's he killed 20 bad guys, but he got arrested. Even he was a part of the gang, but he was killing the rival gang. But they did the wrong thing. He did it for the right reason.
He did it for the right reasons, and it was something normally he would never do.
He would never do it. Yeah, that's every Jason Statham movie is that. Like, have you seen the trailer for The Beekeeper?
Yeah,
dude. Did you watch that movie by chance? Dude, every Jason Statham movie is, I'm a guy living a normal life, but I've got a past.
He wants some peace and quiet, but
but then, dude, I swear to God, the catalyst in The Beekeeper, the reason that he's going to war with like this tech company is because his neighbor fell for like an NFT scam. That was like where we're at with Jason Statham. And the whole movie gets summarized in the trailer because there's this one scene, because the whole backstory is he's like a peaceful beekeeper, but he used to be like a CIA mole who was, top tier guy.
Yeah.
And then there's one scene in the trailer where he throws honey from his beehives on a guy and lights it on fire. Okay. And then the head bad guy's like, I didn't know honey was flammable. And then he goes, it is if it's pure. And then that's the whole movie. That's the whole movie. The writer of that movie found out that that pure honey, like 100% honey extract is flammable. And then they went, did we just make $1 million? Did we just write the worst movie that's ever existed?
The funny thing is it is $1 million idea, but in the movie industry, that's not that much money.
Yeah.
It's still a box office bomb, but it's $1 million.
But it's $1 million. Yeah, it cost. I mean, they're net negative $780 million.
Yeah, but they made it was $1 million.
But it did make $1 million.
Yeah, select Select theater run.
Yeah, very select theater. Yeah, it's gonna be performing in Mason City, Iowa, one night only.
Yeah, Rochester, New York. So that was it. Zoe Kravitz is gonna be at the Death Race Festival, and all proceeds go to breast cancer. And Charla Nash will be there, the woman whose face was ripped off by a chimpanzee.
You know what's I don't know why when you opened with it, I thought it might have been a serious thing, and then one in, I went, that's a good one. I went, oh, he's in it. He's in it right now.
Yeah. No, they are real, but it's legislation pending. So it's Congress has to pass some laws for us to really take that next step.
Right. Naturally.
Yeah,
naturally. It's always the government.
Oh my God. Well, I was wearing sunglasses because I have this terrible eye disease.
Oh wow.
Because it's called iritis, and it's where the eyeball. I get it once a year. It's a seasonal disease, which makes no sense. And it's where the iris, when it's exposed to any sort of light, has a muscle spasm, so it's really, really painful. So if it's dilated, it can't move. It's fixed. So I have to keep it dilated all day for 2 weeks.
No way.
Yeah.
Is there a cause for it? Is it genetic, or
they think it's some sort of autoimmune disease, but they're not sure what disease I have. So whenever I go to the doctor I've had it 7 times, 7 years in a row, 7-year challenge, and whenever I go to the doctor, they say, "Oh, how's the lupus?" And I say, "I don't have lupus," and they're fucking gaslighting me into thinking I have lupus.
They see the autoimmune disease.
Yeah.
And
they go, "Oh my God, how are you dealing with the lupus?" And I say, "I don't want to talk about it because I don't have that."
You go next question. No paparazzi.
Next question.
Yeah, no
thanks.
paparazzi.
But that's sweet of you to ask.
Does it hurt?
Yeah, it's really, really painful, but it's not bad when it's dilated because it can't spasm.
Right. What's it feel like with a spasm?
It feels like your eyeball's being pushed out of your head. It's incredibly painful. Yeah, because it's a pressure. Because the eye is a muscle, and so it's like having a back spasm, but it's literally your eyeballs. It's great.
Oh man.
Wow.
Do you take anything to soothe it?
Just the dilation drop is the only thing that helps the pain because then it can't spasm.
Well, I'm sorry you're going through all that
it's
right
okay.
now. Thanks for being here, dude.
Oh, it's not a big deal, but yeah, the sunglasses. I wanted to hide it, but then I decided to be my true self.
That's really the theme of this episode, everybody. If you're listening in,
finding yourself,
find yourself,
and your friends.
Dude, you just headlined the Mothership last night. That's sick, dude.
Yeah, it went good. I was really nervous, and it ended up going pretty good.
That's great. That has to be a full circle moment, right?
Yeah. I was a door guy, so it was really cool. Probably one of the more special moments of my life. It was good. I did 55. Went really good.
Oh wow,
big riff.
That's a big dude. That's huge riffs, dude.
Yeah. It was great.
Dude, the liberals had to have been.
Oh my God, I told security, I said, be ready. Because about halfway through, they catch wind of what's going on in here. They're going to want to storm it.
You know what my favorite? You know what so I before even moving out here, I knew who you were because of there was a bit that went viral sort of with the harmonica bit that you do where you're like, I've hid 7 harmonicas throughout the room. That is so fucking funny, dude.
Oh,
just to be like, and the room will start flooding in 7 minutes. Dude. Okay, so I have the writing process for you. I'm curious about this, not to get too in the weeds and too inside baseball. Do you physically sit and write, or do they just come to you sporadically?
It's normally something that I'll think of. It'll be something I say in conversation with someone, and I'll write it down. But my notes don't make any sense because most of them aren't jokes. I have probably 10 jokes, jokes. But then the rest of it is I got to get out of here, I'm pregnant. So there's a million, I got to get out of here, I'm pregnant. And then 10 actual structured jokes that I've written in 9 years. So it's about 1 joke a year.
Yeah. You're doing, it's like the Louis method.
It's not that bad. Yeah. The jokes are hard to come by. The throwaway lines are a dime a dozen.
They're so good. They're so great, though.
I don't know, man. Yeah, it changes all the time. But I do write. But I can't sit down and think of stuff like that. It'll normally be something I'll see, and then I'll address it in a satirical way. Something I'll see in a movie, and I'll go, oh, that would be funny to
Right. Yeah, 100%. Do you remember the first time that you had, your first time to – because, I don't know, going through comedy, doing an open mic for the first time, you're already so nervous. When did you start doing just, the throwaway thing? How long before you were like, you know what, I'm going to do my own version of this versus, dating is, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because I think in the when I first started, it was what it is now, where it was really kind of free-flowing and a lack of structure. And then it wasn't working, so I was like, obviously this isn't something that I could find any success with, sort of being outrageous. So then I did have a period, maybe a year when I was like 20, where, yeah, I was trying to do more like, how long have you guys been dating? You know?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Do you remember any of your bits from that time?
It was mostly like puns. Like, it was just bad open mic comedy.
Yeah.
The same that everyone does it.
Of course.
But yeah, I had a small phase like that, and then eventually I was like, I cannot do this. Yeah. Because it's so, if it's going to go bad anyways, because that wasn't working either, it might as well be something where you could, sort of like an Andy Kaufman thing where you go like, well, they just don't they don't get it.
Yeah.
So at the very least, I can pretend I'm an artist and still have it not working, compared to having it not work and selling out.
Right, yeah. Versus, asking how long they've been together. You guys you fucking then? Yeah. I've always wondered. It's always interesting to hear people's, because there's so many there's so many ways to do it. So it's always interesting, because I recently have been trying to be like, sit down and write for 20 minutes a day.
Yeah.
Dog shit every time. Every time I'm like sitting there. I'm like looking. I'm like, Q-tips. Yeah. What if? And then everything is always. It's funny because at the root of it, when I'm trying to write stuff like that versus like riffing and having fun conversation, like, I do the same. I basically do the same thing. Every time I try to write, it always just goes back to like, what if I shoved this in my butt? It's like that's what it comes in. It's like there's three things. What if I come? What if I shit? And then what if I pull a gun out? Those are the three funniest things you can do, though.
Yeah.
The three
the
funniest
gun one is funny. That's something. That's a typical punchline I run into a lot.
Yeah.
And then I have a gun.
Yeah.
Okay.
What am I? Well, that was when I first started writing sketches. That was like a problem that I kept doing. Like I would be like, I'd get to a point and I'd be like, and then the big pop. Gun.
He's got a gun.
He's got a gun. 5 of our sketches that we've produced and have cost me like hundreds of dollars. The final punch is literally me being like, "Here's a gun."
Trick or treat.
It's just because it's the funniest.
Yeah, it's funny.
It's funny to have a gun.
It's undisputable. It's hilarious to have a gun. My jokes, my Achilles heel is I'll write something, and then the punchline is always like, I ate a bunch of marbles. That's always mine. My shit my pants, my cum is I ate a bunch of marbles. There's probably 100 jokes in my notes where it's like, yeah, then I eat a bunch of marbles.
Do you have?
That's the implication, is no one, especially when you're beginning, is self-aware to know that, oh no, I'm just bad at this.
Yeah.
It's always like, I guess I'm like the voice of a generation, and like,
I guess I'm sort of a prophecy.
Yeah, and it's only going to be understood like long after my death. Like,
the Van Gogh of bits.
Yeah.
Van Gogh of riffs, dude. Yeah. No, eventually they're gonna think about this.
Yeah, it's just too visceral.
Yeah, they'll like my wordplay when I'm gone.
Well, when I was starting, you don't know what a joke is. And a joke can be anything. A lot of times a joke is an inflection or a pause or
a look.
Yeah, a look. And that is quite literally the punchline. But when I was starting, I didn't really have like a mentor or anything. So I was like, how does anyone do this? Because I would try to write like jokes, like, which I think is something you're kind of just born with. Either you write that way or you don't. Mm-hmm. Like Anthony Jeselnik, like you couldn't practice enough to be Anthony Jeselnik. Just something he was born with, that sort of joke writing ability. But yeah, so I would just write really, really bad, like fucking puns and stuff.
Like Laffy Taffy type stuff?
Yeah, bad stuff.
I went through that too. I went through a phase of one-liners that didn't go anywhere.
Yeah.
Like, I had one guy, I did one joke. I used to do a joke about, it was like, not to just do the bit, but it was like, something like I got hit by a drunk driver when I was 5. No. This is what it was. My cousin was killed by a drunk driver. The guy drove up and shot him in the chest. Right. That's like a stupid little play. I posted it. This was like when I was a year into comedy. Like I shouldn't have been posting anything. And some guy went, "Yeah, nice Steve Martin joke." And then I went and found the video, and it was like an album from like 1968, and it was like 38 minutes in, and it was a totally different joke. He just also mentioned drunk drivers, and I went, you think I tried to rip off a joke from 1968, 38 minutes into a Steve Martin bit and go, you know who I'm going to steal from?
Yeah.
Like, people are just so disconnected. It's so funny.
And people on the internet, all they have is time. And
all
they have is time because they're not out there performing. So they really genuinely think that you scroll through YouTube and you go, okay, I'm gonna take this joke from so and so's album from 1998. It's like, why would you
ever do that?
Yeah.
Why would you ever do that? There's no satisfaction. The satisfaction comes from like being like, look at what I did. Look at what came from me into the.
No one does that. No one operates like that. Like the famous examples of that are just people who probably just weren't doing it intentionally. Almost positive that they were.
Yeah. Do you when it comes to your like the infamous like like the never made it as a wise man. Now when you. When you do you hear a song and go, I'm just gonna go with those lyrics? Is that sort of what happens, or do you just throw out different lyrics constantly?
Well, it depends. Well,
cycle through.
Yeah, I will cycle through it. Just a way to trick myself into thinking of like, oh, I'm doing new material now, but really I just changed the song, and all the other jokes are kind of the same.
What's your favorite genre of music? What are you a big?
Well, that late '90s till like 2005. Dad rock is really great because it's not really about the initial song, it's about the callback. So like a good one is like White Wedding, Billy Idol, and it doesn't work when I first do it, Nice Day for White Wedding, but then when I use it as a secondary callback after the punchlines when I'm doing something like a White Wedding, then it works. So it's like, there's just certain songs that work like that with a short chorus that you can keep calling back to.
Hilarious.
Yeah, breathe in, breathe out.
That's a good one.
Then you tell a joke, you breathe in, and then you're like doing stuff. Yeah. I don't know.
How do you perform the whole No, I'm not gonna keep going into your act. I don't have to keep fanning out about it. It's very funny to me. Do you? But it is like the Dutchman's key is so funny. To be doing a set the whole time and then just pull out a key is crazy. It's so.
Well,
I
try to make sure that I don't hide, and this isn't a problem that a lot of people encounter, but that I don't at any point in the set hide somewhere, because then they would think that I put the Dutchman's key in. So I want to be visible the whole time. And then eventually go.
Timing. Comedy is about timing.
You need them to know. Oh my God, there's no other way for him to have done this but to be sucking on that.
You know, have you seen like when David Blaine like swallows like frogs?
Yeah,
you're doing that with you train yourself with keys. You're what?
Well, I eat 10 keys on the first of the month. And then as the month goes on, I just slowly gurgle them out.
You gotta, you have to prep 7 days in advance.
Yeah, castor oil. Castor oil, and I'll tie a little string around my back molar like I'm smuggling bags of dope through the airport, so I'll swallow them.
We were flying. The last time we flew, there was a drug dog at the airport, and it was a golden retriever drug dog. And,
wow!
And my girlfriend, is a white lady who was trying to sneak edibles onto the plane. And guess who made a beeline straight to that golden retriever? Because she was like, "Oh my God!" And I'm like, "You can't just." And then the dog, and the dog, like, got like the dog was like, she has something, you know. And my girlfriend is like, I swear to God, she's just like a white lady. So she was like, "Oh my God, he likes me," and I'm like, "No, he does. You have." And then we had to.
He's laying down.
And then we went in the back of the TSA for a little while.
Really?
Yeah, they just made us throw it away.
That's good.
It was just a bag of granola. Like she had like, it was so obvious. It was like a bag of granola, and then like 5 gummy clusters of like just
in the granola, the trail mix.
Yeah, that's the new trail mix. Yeah. They hate to see it.
Yeah, couldn't happen to a nicer girl.
It's lady brain. She went full lady brain. She was like, "I think that golden retriever wants to say hi to me." I do not think that.
He's barking in a happy way.
Yeah, No, he likes me.
He wants to send your ass to prison, possibly for life.
Alcatraz.
Alcatraz.
Is that the other super prison you mentioned? There's 2 super prisons?
It's Florence Supermax, and I think it might. I don't know if it's Leavenworth. There's another one.
What about Guantanamo? Well, that's in Cuba, isn't it?
That's in Cuba. So that's off.
That's off. That's international water. There's no rules there.
Supermax prisons. Pull it up. Prisons in the U.S. Let's see. There is only one federal Supermax. Yeah, it's Florence. It's just one. There's one Supermax.
What's the difference between a Supermax and a normal?
I don't know.
Those are the real deal, guys.
I don't know. Well, so it's like a prison for people who escape, and then also like the worst of the worst, like terrorists and like people who have like there's like international interest in them, you know, like political prisoners and things. Yeah, like if someone like that guy who we traded Brittany Griner for, the Angel of Death, he was in Florence.
Yeah, that was a crazy deal. We got the back. That was the worst deal.
What are you gonna do? We got to get Brittany back. I think Brittany's great.
Dude, Brittany is great.
I'm Team Brittany, but it was funny. I don't know. It was funny because that guy was like a really bad guy.
Yeah, it's the dumbest. Yeah, it's literally like the meme of like the guy that's holding. I offer you this, and I reserve. Yeah, it was the worst possible deal.
Yeah, because that guy's responsible. They made that movie about him, the Lord of War, the Nicolas Cage.
Dude, that movie is also
so good.
Oh, I was gonna say
you
dog
hated
shit.
it. I fucking hate it too. I hate it too.
Do you actually? Or are you just saying it because I said it? You did like it? I thought it was funny though. There was a scene that I enjoyed a lot where he's like doing commentary over. It's like he's in. I think he's in wherever they go in Africa. They went somewhere in Africa, maybe Sudan and South Sudan,
Sierra Leone, maybe.
And then he was like, they sent hookers to his room, and then it's Nicolas Cage's voice being like, and they sent hookers in the most AIDS-populated continent in the world, and it was supposed to be like funny, and it was just such a weird line to throw in the middle of this monologue, and I was just like, what an odd choice. Like that whole, I don't like that. I like War Dogs though. War Dogs is a better version of that.
Yeah,
he's the Jonah Hill and Miles.
They're both true stories.
Big Miles Teller fan.
I would imagine you're a huge Miles Teller guy.
Yeah, which is basically just being like, you look like you're a basic white guy. Yeah, do you also like football? It's so funny.
You know what I love is drinking beers.
Yeah.
He's cool. Miles Teller's the coolest. War Dogs is great, and that's peak fat Jonah. Jonah Hill's huge in War Dogs.
Yeah. You seen those compilations of him getting bullied? It's so sad. They're just
like on talk shows.
Yeah, there's like the interviewers who are like interviewing him, and they'll have like him and like there's one where it's so sad. There's one where it's him and Leonardo DiCaprio from when they were doing Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah.
And one of the interviewers is like, Jonah, what's it like? She's talking to Jonah, and then she's like, what's it like working with like a superstar, like, that's like one of the top tier actors or whatever. And then he elaborates on it, and then they're like, and then Jonah jokingly turns to Leonardo DiCaprio and goes, like, well, now I guess you could probably talk about like working with me. And then Leonardo goes, yeah. And then he just moves on. Like, he just basically is like, you're not even.
You're a little blip on my radar.
Yeah, it was. He just got
shirt
like.
Dick.
Yeah, shirt dick. You
shirt
fucking
dick.
And then on top of that, there's just like, dude, there's one where a British guy calls him fat. Yeah. Which is just crazy. He's like, you're on your own. He's like on his talk show, and he's like, what's it like being?
Is it like Graham Norton? I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and it's just people put that. They made compilations. Of course, they've made compilations of just sad moments.
Jonah Hill just
getting shit on. Yeah.
Jonah Hill top 5 sad compilation. Welcome to Watch Mojo.
Yeah.
So funny. His fat ass just getting trolled. Because he seems like, I don't know.
He seems pretentious.
He does seem a little pretentious. Like, you want to, because he's so funny, but then he just takes himself so seriously. He's like, I'm not the clown. You're the clown. I'm not the clown guy. It's like, just be the clown guy.
Hey, man, you are. Though.
Yeah.
You are.
You're funny. Just be funny. People don't want to be funny. It's weird.
Yeah, they want to. I'm not a joke.
I'm not a joke. I'm a serious actor. I know James Franco. I'm a serious actor.
I'm not a joke, dude. I directed mid-90s. I'm not a joke.
Yeah.
That's a good movie, though.
I didn't see it.
It's about skateboarding. Skateboarding.
Lords of Dogtown.
Mm-hmm. Great. Another great movie. You know what movie fucked me up growing up was, what's the one where they, Alpha Dog.
Oh.
Alpha Dog? Is that what it's
With
called?
Justin Timberlake?
Yeah.
I don't know.
When they like kidnapped the kid. I was always afraid of that.
Story, right?
I was always afraid of that happening because my brother, I mean, in context, doesn't make any sense. But my brother used to. I was very out of touch when I watched it when I was whenever it came out. So it'd have been like 2006 maybe, and I was like probably 10. And my brother just got caught smoking weed for the first time, and then I thought that was like a big deal because you're 10. You know what I mean?
Go to prison.
And so I thought that was gonna. I was always afraid that was gonna happen to me. Like my brother was gonna owe some guy money for weed, but like I didn't realize that weed's like $10. Like you know what I mean? It's like. You're not gonna
$5,000 a gram.
Yeah. He's doing for swag for just the worst weed that exists in Mason City. Big Mason City, Iowa guy. Big fan of Mason City, Iowa.
Is that where you're from?
I am from Mason City, Iowa, which is. Have you ever been? You've never been?
Missed it. I've never been to Iowa.
Really? Never.
Never been. I've been to most U.S. states, but not Iowa.
Yeah, I mean, I tell you what, there's not a lot. It's all right, you know, if you want to go there. What would be their thing to do? You could watch wrestling. That's a big thing in there.
Just watching
Like
live?
Yeah, live
Okay.
wrestling. Live wrestling.
Like on TV?
Like college wrestling's huge there.
Okay.
I know that. I know all the kids in my high school that were popular had cauliflower ear.
Yeah.
Because they were like the next big thing.
Smushy ear.
Smushy ear.
You get smushy ear. Chicks dig smushy ear. They want to see a guy who's a little bit deformed because he's been rolling around.
Yeah, they want to know he's a manly man.
It's an injury solely from rolling around on your head. You can prevent it. It's like a badge of honor. If you bleed it, you won't get it. But guys like having it.
Yeah, they like having it because they can put the thing on, right?
Yeah, you don't have to.
Did you play sports growing up?
Yeah, I was. I played baseball for 14 years, just rec. So when I was 4 until I was 18, my dad was my coach for a while.
What position were you?
All kinds of things. My dad wanted me to be a pitcher because he was a pitcher at Illinois State. And
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. So I was born in Illinois, but I spent my whole life growing up in Georgia. But yeah, man, I was a pitcher. I was probably most successful at shortstop. So I batted 900 when I was 10 years old. I batted 900.
Wow,
Yeah.
dude, you're getting called up. They were trying to get you right away.
That's like the first year a kid pitch, and I was just fucking smoking it. 900.
Couldn't stop him.
Had to be a county record. It would have to be 1,000, which would be 10 out of 10. I mean, that's impossible. Someone's gonna catch your pop fly eventually. So it's one of the higher records in rec baseball. Sawney Mountain Tiger.
You can look that up, folks, at home.
It's on the Bennett Park. They have a plaque at Bennett Park in Forsyth.
I grew up. I was always I played second base, and my coach always made me bunt. Growing up,
Oh, yeah.
I've had the same coach for like 10 years in a row, and I always thought that was like, man, I'm like really good at bunting, and he was like, this kid sucks. Like this is the best shot he has.
Is it just because you were fast?
Yeah, I mean, I was fast and left-handed, so I think that they liked the prospect of me getting on base, but I like never like I would look over and he would always be like, and he would like make it so obvious. Batting signs are ridiculous because they'd be like.
Do a haka dance?
Yeah, no. Great. You hit it out of the park each time if you do that.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
Oh,
He's
shit.
talking. He's just gassing you up. Yeah, he's just making you all excited doing the haka dance. Some 50-year-old dad.
Some 50-year-old dad for it to be a 9-year-old throwing a pitch to you. Yeah. My dad got in trouble a lot at Little League. He kept getting told to put a shirt on. He was one of those dads, just getting hammered and yelling at the 14-year-old umpire. Be like, bullshit!
Did he have a good body? Why did he take his shirt off?
Yeah, no, he had like a
big
dad bod. Huge dad bod, huge dad stomach.
That's hilarious.
Drunk off of Old Milwaukee, smoking Marlboro Reds in the stands, getting told that he can't be. Yeah, pulling up in our 1962 Buick Skylark convertible that was covered in rust.
Hell yeah.
It was like you'd always be like, it's they only made 400 of these things. That was his big selling point. It's like you bought
it's a recall.
Yeah. You bought it for $600. It's like you would drive no seatbelts. It would stall out in traffic. But he's like, it's a convertible. It is a convertible.
Wait, what kind of car is it?
It was a 1962 Buick Skylark convertible.
Chip Skylark.
Chip Skylark. Is that Chip Skylark, the shiny teeth in me?
Yeah, Chip Skylark.
My shiny teeth in me.
My shiny teeth in me.
That's a good song.
What a hunk. Yeah, he was the coolest.
He really was.
I fucking love Chip Skylark.
Were you a Cartoon Network guy, or were you a Nickelodeon guy growing
I
up?
was a Cartoon Network guy.
Yeah,
so Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Yeah.
Ed, Edd and Eddie.
Yeah. What about Codenamed Kids Next Door was great.
That was right at the tail end of my childhood, yeah.
Damn, yeah. You know what? I can, and this is a good thing. I can look at you and go, you're a Cartoon Network guy.
Yeah.
There's something, when people, you can tell somebody's a Disney guy, and I don't like that.
A little edgier. Dude, he's not taking you prisoners.
I was a big, no prisoners, not going to, I was a big, not going to Florence with him, you know.
Yeah, trust me, only one of us is getting out.
Only one, two go to Florence, one guy,
One guy goes in Florence. 100 guys walk out. I let him out.
I'm the guy.
I'm the guy. I made Master Key.
I mean, that's the thing. I don't know what it means. I've been watching a lot of prison stuff. I get into prisons. I don't know if it's healthy, but sometimes I think about going to prison, and that motivates me to work out. I can't go into prison. What am I going to? What am I going to go to prison? 170 pounds of like mush.
Yeah.
If I go to prison, I gotta be jacked. So I use that to motivation. I keep watching videos. I know what it means, but people talk about having the keys to the yard. Have you ever heard that? You get the keys to the yard. You're the top dog in prison. And I go, I want to be the guy with the keys if I go to prison.
Sure, yeah.
I go, so I do burpee. I've been doing a lot of burpees in my bathroom.
You're doing like prison. What's that guy's name? Callie. Who is that prison? Callie Muscle? Was that his name? Callie Muscle. Yeah, you're doing all these prison workouts. You're using like bags of ramen noodles.
Yeah, the commissary bags. Yeah.
It's about resistance.
Yeah. He's like, you go to the library, you get the thickest book. You don't read it, though. You fucking curl it. I watch a lot of prison videos to
Callie Muscle.
Dude, he's the one. Is he the one that has, like, his phone is always at a low angle, and he's always talking like this?
I think so.
So he's always talking fully flexed, and he's like, and you don't fucking want to know what the fuck it's like. And
they call it gladiator school for a reason.
Yeah. Buy my program, $10.99. I'll tell you to do push-ups shirtless. That's basically what the program is. Yeah, I watch a lot of prison videos to get motivated, and I want to get. I think if I went to the prison, I think I'd be the guy with the keys.
I don't think so, but but I'm rooting for you, man, and I hope you commit a crime that sends you away for a long time.
To get really into it, you know what I mean? It's really living. You got to commit to the craft once in a while, you know?
Yeah, dude. There's no half measures.
Yeah.
Self-improvement is masturbation, Tyler Durden.
Yeah.
So
you gotta go all in. You gotta shake. It does. Yeah. Prison scares me. Prison is a fear of mine. I have OCD, so I have like a lot of fixations on the thought of going to prison.
Yeah.
Which is not fun because I always get scared. I'll have full on panic attacks, being like, was that a speed bump I hit 4 days ago? That's like a thought. Like, then I just fixate, and then I have to like drive back to the neighborhood to make sure there's there's a speed bump. There is a speed bump.
And then the second time you drive through,
you hit a man.
You hit a man. It's a Twilight Zone.
Yeah,
thing. It's about letting go of your past.
And then the man is actually me.
The man is you. Yeah, you look under your car.
Oh!
And then you see headlights, and you hide the body. It's you again.
I get the key to the prison. I unlock it, and it's me again.
It's you in the yard.
And it's me in the yard, and I have the keys to the yard.
Oh my god! You gotta make love to yourself.
Prison, dude.
Prison. Prison's about making love to yourself.
Self-improvement,
and having the keys to the yard.
Keys to the yard. That's a big one.
I would love to go to the yard just once. Yeah, I've been to county jail several times for drunk in public. 4 times.
No
just
way.
Throughout my life.
What'd you do? What'd you do to get caught?
Being fucking wasted.
Yeah.
Just being drunk and young. I'm sober, so I haven't drank in years. But when I was younger, I would just get plastered. And then one time, probably the funniest one, is I was in college, and I had been a total menace the night before. I think I drank a bunch of Fireball, and I kept jumping on my friends' backs, like different friends. There's not one friends, but so I would find somebody, and he would be talking, and I would like jump, like I thought it was funny, like game to attack him. So my friends were all just beating the hell out of me. And then I woke up the next day, and they were like, Casey, like, I don't know if we can hang out with you anymore. You keep attacking us when you're drunk. And I was like, give me one more chance. And so I was like, you know what? I'm not even going to pregame the bars tonight. I was like 19 years old. And then we get to the bars. I have like 9 tequila sodas, blackout. And then I woke up in jail, and they gave me the papers of what happened, the police report. And they said, we observed a young white male fall out of a bar. So I fell out of a bar, just like saloon door style. And then they said I got up, ran into a parked car with my body, not with a car, just like, boo, and then fell down, slapstick style. And then there was a gas station, and they said they were going to talk to me because I was like clearly underage and drunk. And I walked into the gas station, and then I walked out, and so they gave me my possessions when I got out of jail, and it was my possessions that I had gotten in the gas station, and it was 9 Slim Jims. It's absolutely true, 9 of the big ones. And I'm almost positive I stole them. And 2 bottles of Robitussin and 2 packs of Marlboro Reds. And so it's 2 bottles of Tuss, 9 Slim Jims, and 2 packs of Marlboro Reds. And it's pretty sweet. Yeah. So they took me to jail or whatever. But it was just stuff. I would be drunk, and then they would say, like, hey, go home. And then I would go, fuck you, pig. And then they would take me to jail. It would happen all the time. So
hey, go home. You gonna make me?
You gonna fucking bust a meth lab, you fucking pig.
You fucking pussy.
And they would go, okay, you're going to jail.
Yeah.
And I would go, please don't do that. Please don't do that.
Crying to an authoritative figure
I didn't
so
fucking
funny.
mean it. You don't have to do this. I was just kidding.
I was a bit. It wasn't a good bit, but it was a bit.
I fell into a parked car earlier. I could die.
Yeah. Sue the city.
But I was never in there for more. I think one time I was in there for 3 days for shoplifting $400 worth of turkey meat during a blackout and from a grocery store. And I blacked out, and I had planned on stealing beer, but I was so drunk I just went down the first aisle in the grocery store and just took whatever I could get my hands on and walked out. And it was just turkey meat. It was filled to the very brim. And so that time they kept me for the weekend.
So turkey meat meaning like a deli slices.
Yeah, like lunch meat.
Very, very funny.
Yeah.
Very funny. It's also funny to take. I mean, any form of kleptomania involving turkey is hilarious.
Yeah, I don't even like turkey meat like that. Like I don't even like sandwiches like that. It'd be a difference if I like fucking loved cold cuts.
You're like fiending for a cold cut. You're like, I'm just gonna walk out with $700 worth of product. I think
I'll be good for a month.
I think I'll be good for I'm gonna store it in the ground.
But
dig a hole in your backyard so they can't find it. It smells like shit after one day.
So all the meat, it makes meat stronger.
It grows.
They followed me out. The manager followed me out, and he was like, "Hey, it's an interesting order you got there. I didn't see you check out." And I went, "Oh, hell yeah!" And then I opened my car door and I just started filling it because the manager's not gonna tackle me. He was just like, "Come on, man!" Like he was standing there the whole time, going like, "You don't have to do this." And I was I just pretended he wasn't there, and I was throwing it all in my car. And I had realized when I was driving away, I forgot to steal beer, which was the whole point. So I went to a second grocery store and stole beer. And then I showed up at my house, and the cops were there. And because they got my license plate, because the manager was just standing there taking out my license plate, and I was like, "Good luck, motherfucker!" Like I didn't understand how it worked.
Into the night.
Yeah, it was like 7 a.m. Yeah, been up all night. Yeah,
You got cross state lines. I'll be fine.
Good luck, dude. Literally 5 minutes later,
You're at your house. There's just in shackles.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah. No, that's how that would work.
Yeah, that checks out. All right, let's go. Yeah.
You get your phone call. You call your.
Call my friends, dude. There's $700 worth of turkey meat.
I buried $700. You give them an address. You just send them a grid coordinate.
I got a turkey guy. You could pawn it off to him to make my bail. It's a vicious cycle. Stealing turkey meat to bail yourself out of jail.
Yeah, it's Big Turkey that really owns all of it.
Oh yeah, well they're private prisons.
Yeah,
Run by Big Turkey.
They're in on it.
They're in on it.
They're in on it.
Oh, they get a cut. All the bail bonds, man. It's a fucking billion-dollar industry, man.
Yeah, and people don't look, and that's the thing. People are afraid to look into it because of that.
Yeah, because that's a good way to end up in holding.
Yeah, that's how you end up the turkey in the ground. You know.
Yeah,
it's a metaphor.
Well, in life, you're either the manager. Or you're the turkey in the ground, or you're the guy stealing the turkey. And there comes a point when you're about 30 years old, you got to pick a path.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm the turkey in the ground.
I'm the turkey in the ground.
And I'm the turkey in the ground.
That's the next Jason Statham movie.
I'm the turkey in the ground.
The heist. The turkey heist.
One last heist.
One last heist. We need to feed.
They're all just blackout drunk.
That's what nobody's making a good heist movie about blackout drunk people.
No.
Just driving into the side of the bank before even getting in. They're supposed to wait for the manager to get there at a certain time. Just crash straight in.
Put our money in the briefcase.
They lift the mask up to throw up. Just look right at a CCTV camera.
Oh. Well, I would say 60% of all robberies are drunk-related shopliftings.
You think so? I bet that's probably accurate.
Probably 60%.
That's the only time that I would steal too.
Yeah, when you're blackout drunk and you just.
Fuck. What am I gonna pay?
Pocket.
What am I gonna pay $3 for this pack of gum?
No, you put it in your pocket. And
Slim Jims is hilarious.
I know, and I don't even like Slim Jims. And they gave them back to me, and I'm positive I stole them. I'm positive I didn't pay for them.
You'd be like, actually, there was 10. Who fucking ate one?
I know.
Fess up right now.
Let me look in your little trash can back there.
Yeah. You go through. You start policing them.
I'm reporting you.
Yeah, what's your badge number?
To the feds.
Give me your badge number right now. Pull your cell phone out. No, this motherfucker.
No, we're not doing this. And they gave me my tusk back.
That's wild. But I guess.
Yeah, I know. But it could have just been, for all they know. I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, because you were big. You used to robo trip a lot, right?
This is post-tusk.
Really?
But I guess I was trying to have some sort of tusk-related relapse. because I guess I was planning the night of a lifetime.
I guess I was gonna plan on looking at the wall for a little while.
Yeah.
Every time I've ever done tussing, it's just like I just stare at a wall. That's all that happens.
Well, there's
And
not
I
a
fall
lot.
asleep and pass out in weird positions. I passed out first, and I guess I've done it 3 times. And the first time I did it, my brother was the reason that I did it. I tried it. And yeah, I just ended up passing out on my computer chair when I was like 16. And that was back when there was a living room computer. It was like the family computer in the living room. My mom came down. I was just shirtless in jeans and shoes.
Watching trippy
What?
videos
Yeah,
on
watching.
YouTube.
Yeah, a compilation of 10 hours of the person saying "Meet me outside."
Yeah.
Just a 10-hour compilation of
Catch me outside, Dr. Phil, best moments.
Yeah, best moments. Yeah, top 10 best moments, Dr. Phil. Well, and that was the only time. Yeah, and I just remember I don't really remember much. I just remember passing out in my chair.
Yeah, well, I don't know, man. Maybe you didn't do enough tuss. If you do enough tuss, it's like ketamine for 8 hours, so it's a nightmare. Yeah. Yeah, but I used to like it, but that was when I was much younger. It was 14 and 15 were my prime tuss years.
Wow, that's like young to be doing.
It's young for the tuss, but I was introduced to it early. I was an early bloomer. I was a prodigy. I was a tuss prodigy. They were grooming me to be the voice of a generation.
Yeah.
And I got to an age where I said, I looked around me and I didn't like what I was seeing, and I said, you know what, I don't want to be this tuss guy anymore.
I had an air duster phase.
Me too. Yeah.
Air duster's pretty crazy.
It
too.
was awesome. Yeah. And then you do big womp.
Yeah. We had I remember watching. It was the first time I did air duster at a skate park. Naturally. My buddy is on a bench. He hits the air duster and immediately just falls flat on his face onto the cement. And then I was like, I want to do.
I got to get some.
I got to get some of that. And then, just like you're like the Saving Private Ryan scenes. Yeah. You're looking up, everything's fucking chaos in front of you.
Yeah, but like if you do a bottle of air duster, and then when the air duster runs out, your whole day is cashed. You feel so bad. You can't just do air duster because it just murders your brain.
Yeah, you
cells.
just can't think.
Yeah,
after.
you're just stationary for the rest of the day. So depressed. No dopamine.
Yeah. That's what I don't really fuck around with drugs all that much anymore. Just in my adult age, I'm not sober, but I don't smoke or I rarely drink, only because my uncle had schizophrenia. I had an uncle who had schizophrenia growing up, and I was always like, oh, it's crazy that I didn't get that from all the stuff that I had fucked around with. Like, you know what I mean? Like
it didn't kick in.
Yeah, it didn't kick in. I took I've taken mushrooms. Like I've taken like a couple. I've taken an eighth of my. Not that it's a lot, but it's like the only experience I've ever had.
That is a lot.
I've taken like an eighth of mushrooms like 4 or 5 times, and it's like I was doing that when I was like 19 or like 18, and it's like, well, I could have easily
That's
just
prime schizophrenia.
Yeah, that's they're recruiting at that age.
Oh yeah.
And so I'm like,
waiting.
Yeah, they're waiting. My dad. So my uncle had schizophrenia, so I never really once I realized the actual like repercussions that could happen with involving psychosis and drugs with my chemical makeup of my brain, I kind of was like, never again.
Yeah.
And then but even then I'll get drunk and I'll be like, fuck it. You know what I mean? Like, fuck it. Yeah, I'll relapse. Not relapse, but I'll fucking.
The only times I've ever, when I was younger, we would do like acid and stuff, but past the age of 16, the only time I would ever do psychedelics would be when I was totally blackout drunk. And then it would be like 4 a.m. and my friends would go to sleep and I would be like, I'm going to take like 4 hits of acid.
I'm just going to freak out in the kitchen.
And then everyone would be asleep till like 11 a.m. and they would wake up and I would, yeah, it's just me. I've been awake. I've lived a whole nother life.
Yeah. You've had a family in a different,
Since they went to sleep, I've lived I'm a different person since you met me last night.
Total ego death. Just nothing but, you come back.
But I never wanted to go to sleep. That was always my thing. So I would get blackout drunk and then I would just go on benders because I knew I would feel so bad the next day. I was like, well, if I never go to sleep, it's never going to come. So then I would take like 5 Adderall or like a bunch of acid and then and then the thing is with being so drunk and taking it, you don't remember you took it. You're like, what's wrong? Like something's going wrong.
You wake up halfway through you're no longer drunk, but you are still fully,
Yeah.
I got 4 bags.
Yeah. You're just kind of scared. You don't know what's happening to you.
Yeah, you're kind of scared in a stranger's house.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's a whiteboard and you have a full business plan wrote out in front of you.
Yeah, you have a 5-year plan.
Yeah, you have a yeah. You've been investing in your Roth IRA in that time.
Q4.
I've been I don't know what's Q4.
So the business year is broken into 4 Qs.
Quarters.
Quarters.
Got it. Look at that.
Q1, Q2.
I know the lingo.
Q4 for most businesses like mine. It's one of the most important times of the year because that's Christmas. And that's huge for any business.
And that's when people are peak stealing turkey too. So you got to
Yes.
watch out. You got to hire LP at that point.
Oh,
Loss
yeah.
prevention. I did loss prevention for a while at Kohl's.
Really?
At the store Kohl's, which was always very funny to try to catch. Like I would just be catching like 60-year-old. It was always the same people that would steal when I was there. I did it when I was 17, and I worked at Kohl's. And it was the same person, the same typecast every time. It was like a bored mother in her 50s who was just like, my husband works. He's the breadwinner. I don't do anything. I work at part-time job. I'm a transcriptionist during the day. And on the weekend, they have a couple glasses of wine and they go steal from Kohl's. And I would just have to be like, you walked in here without a purse. You have a purse on now and you're in the parking lot.
Yeah.
I'm calling the police.
Would you chase him?
No, so the rule was that we couldn't leave the property. So you had to get to their car and be like, I wrote your stuff down. I called the cops. But you couldn't. But then there was a thing too that you couldn't accuse them. So you'd have to be like 100% sure and then call the cops and get their information. It's basically all you ever did.
And the police would have to handle the rest.
Yeah, because like there was like a big thing where they started suing people, like false accusations.
Yeah.
Because if you're Debbie living in Swelldale, Iowa, and you take a big trip into Mason City and you get falsely accused of stealing at Kohl's, that's a big deal.
Yeah, well, small town rumor mill. It
Exactly.
Could ruin your whole life.
Yeah, now you're no longer now your husband can't be the mayor.
Mm-mm.
You know?
And your husband can't be the mayor anymore.
Yeah. And really that's
showbiz.
That's showbiz. And that's what people hate to see too. It's like everybody wants to keep you down. Everybody wants you to be the one stealing at Kohl's. Nobody wants you to be Kohl's.
Nobody wants you to be Mr. Coles.
Mr. Cole. Yeah. Nobody wants you to sell khaki pants for $75.
No. Everybody wants a piece. But nobody wants to put in the work it takes to be Mr. Coles.
No, that's the problem with this generation.
Oh yeah, the kid's got no work ethic. It's all skibbity toilet, man.
That is true.
I don't even know what that is.
I know what it is. I know what it is secondhand because my girlfriend's cousin is a teacher and she was showing me the video and she was like, "This is the most popular thing," and I was like, "I don't."
It's just one video or it's a series of videos?
I guess it's like one. Do you ever play Gary's Mod? Or like Half-Life, Half-Life 2. It's like it's like a video game. It's like a computer game. There's a character who's like the bad guy in it, right?
Yeah.
So they took his character and they just put his head in a toilet.
Okay.
And then they just kind of stretch his head back and forth in different toilets. So I guess it's a series of videos, but the theme stays. The bit remains the same. It's a man's head in a toilet stretching and bouncing around the room.
Why has it resonated so much with the little kids? Why a little kid wanted to see the man in the toilet? and these are questions that are above our pay grade.
Of course, and this is the stuff that they're trying to hide it from us. Is really what it is. They're trying to mask. They're trying to cover up the information so that way we can't ever. Because if you solve that equation.
It's all down. $1 billion industry comes crashing down.
Exactly. Now you are the product.
Now you are Mr. Coles.
Exactly.
And if Gadhafi was still president, none of this would have happened. Gadhafi would have put a stop to it.
I've been saying that for years, really.
I've always said that we should have traded
Brittany Griner for
Gadhafi.
That's a 1-for-1 trade.
We get Griner back and we trade her out to Syria to get Gadhafi to come play in the WNBA and be president. He's a player coach.
You think he's getting boards if he's doing that?
Gadhafi?
He's a veteran player at that point.
Muammar Gadhafi? Oh, yeah. Gadhafi, dude.
Do I think Gaddafi's getting boards?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey.
And now we're getting,
Yeah.
And I've been waiting for you to ask me some shit like that all fucking day.
Gadhafi getting the WNBA.
Trading Brittany Griner out to have Gadhafi come back to a hero's welcome.
A hero's welcome.
And we keep him safe.
Yeah, no. It'd be fun to put him in the G League, the women's WNBA G League. He has to earn his spot.
Yeah.
He has to earn his spot for the whatever team, the Memphis
Sparks.
Yeah.
Memphis Sparks.
The Memphis jumper cables.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Number 25 on the court, number 1 in our hearts, Muammar Gadhafi. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
He's got one of those celebrations that, and they have like cool celebration at the end.
Oh, yeah.
He's dapping everybody up. He's the snake. He gets out.
So cool. I miss him every day, and I think about his guidance.
Do you remember how there was that trend where there was that? I mean, if there's that thing that people used to do where they would shove something in your ass and go, Gadhafi. Crazy.
Yeah.
A hero's death. Truly a hero's death.
Because I think that's what happened to him. Somebody shoved something up his butt when they were beating his ass to death.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
It's also why we live in such a weird. Because with the internet, you're so connected. You can watch that video, which you shouldn't be able to watch somebody like Gadhafi, the hero,
a world leader,
Gadhafi,
the martyr, Gadhafi.
the martyr, the shooting guard for the Sparks.
Yeah,
you don't need to watch him
be beaten to death.
No,
it's not right.
Not unless there's a premium. Not unless it's behind a paywall. If it's on a Patreon, I get it. I get it. Everybody's got it.
U.S. government Patreon. You get to see alternative footage of the JFK.
You get
Zapruder footage.
The America dropping a Patreon is so funny.
So sick.
See what actually happened on. They're trying to pitch it for they got tier systems. Yeah, for 2 tiers.
Yeah. You get to see Oklahoma City bombing.
Yeah,
the alternative suspects they let go. So cool.
Just the all the Netflix documentaries they stopped. They didn't, all the ones that they didn't let get released. The ones that didn't make the waivers.
So tragic.
I think that. I mean, what's really going on? I mean, who is the turkey in this situation?
Who's the turkey and who watches The Watchmen, and who's riffing for me?
And if you're riffing for 2,
I'm riffing for 2 tonight. I'm with Giles.
I'm with Child. The Winter King is Gadhafi.
I've never seen it. I gotta get Gadhafi. If I had one wish, it would be to live like I was dying. And if I had 2 wishes, it would be to bring Gadhafi back to share that with me.
Have him on the Patreon, patreon.com/Gadhafi
/USGov.
/gov, and then you get to see that. You get to see the unreleased footage of the Ted Kaczynski, the actual capturing footage of him. The GoPro footage from capturing him would be pretty sick.
That would be the coolest. I was bummed he died.
Did they kill him?
No, he just died.
Natural causes?
He died in Florence Supermax like 2 years ago. Fuck, man. God. I didn't come in here thinking I'd be talking about this shit.
Pour one out for fucking Kaczynski.
For Ted, old Uncle Ted.
Old T-Dog's what we used to call him.
Old Uncle Ted.
He was living in the woods. He was living in the woods in Nebraska or in Alaska, wasn't he?
And he
Montana. Was Montana.
Yeah.
You know how I watched that thing? How they caught him? It's the linguistic fingerprint, which is pretty interesting because it's like it was all based off colloquialisms. That's how they found him.
Mm-hmm. He spelled certain words certain ways,
which is insane. It's absurd to be.
It is wild. I think his brother recognized it. It was like, I don't know. It sounds like old incel Ted. It sounds like something my virgin-ass brother would say.
Sounds like my fucking pussy-ass dork brother. Yeah. So funny, dude.
Just to be such a dweeb, people know what your ranting sound like is crazy.
Yeah, and how often are you? How many Thanksgivings have you ruined? Where your brother could read it and go, "This motherfucker."
That's fucking Ted. He's been blowing up college professors again.
Teddy's back.
Teddy's, but Mom, you're gonna want to see this.
Mom, you're gonna want to sit down. Don't open that box.
Don't open that box. Oh yeah, Christmas morning at the Kaczynski house. Now that's a sketch. That's something that could be on damn Saturday Night Live.
That's actually a great premise.
Christmas morning at the Kaczynski house.
You're shaking it. It's like starts ticking. You're like, Ted.
I don't know. I don't
remember.
I've never had sex with a woman.
Was that his thing? Was he an incel the whole time?
I don't think he. I've watched all this stuff on. There's a Netflix series and then there's a movie about him, which is pretty good. Yeah, man, I don't think he got any pussy. He was living in a shack in the woods, and then he was making bombs. So.
Yeah, he probably smelled like shit.
Oh, yeah, he smelled awful. He showered in the creek. Creek Man.
Creek Man's what they used to call him.
Old Creek Dad.
Old Creek guy. Well, I tell you what, dude. Thanks for fucking coming through and doing the podcast, dude.
Happy to be here. This was the most fun I've had in weeks, and it was really fun. Thank you for having me. I'm happy to do it.
Yes, absolutely. Do you have anything you need to plug for? Anything?
Yeah, I'm on tour, CaseyRocketComedy.com, going all over the place. When does this come out?
This will come out literally tomorrow.
Okay, next weekend I'm in Tempe, Arizona, and all my dates are on my website, and I'm the co-host of the William Montgomery Show every Wednesday at 8 p.m., and I have T-shirts on my website. Go get a T-shirt.
Go get a T-shirt.
CaseyRocketComedy.com.
Awesome.